Okay, so look, I was having a conversation with one of my homies the other day, and he was telling me about this new girl that he's dating or whatever the case is. So, he like, oh, she bad. He putting it on, you know what I'm saying, you know how it is, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's no different from a commercial when they talking about a burger and then they talk about how juicy it is and then you see it and it look real nice or whatever. It's set up and dressed real nice, looking real shiny, crispy, meat looking thick and cooked 100%, you know what I'm saying? The lettuce looking like water still on it, you know what I'm saying? Looking real fresh. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I see you. Yeah, she cute and shit. Oh, okay, so what she do? Because we in our 30s now, so it's supposed to be more than just looks. And he was like, oh no, she just, she not working right now, whatever the case is. She actually, she watch her kids or whatever the case is and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn. And he just keep going back to how good she look, and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn. Men, our standards be so low. A man will settle for a girl that just look good, and that's all she got to do is look good. But when it comes to women's standards, they want you to have a job, your own car, etc., etc. And it's just like, damn, that double standard is crazy. You know what I'm saying? If a man say they want a woman that got a good career and all this other stuff, they'll say, oh, he too sassy. He needs to get out there and work harder. Okay, but what if he got a good job? Or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? It seemed like, and this new thing is moving the goalposts, right? When you say, okay, I want this, whatever the case is, they say, nah, but you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy that there's no point to where we put a goal somewhere and we at least get to the goal. Get to the goal should be most important. Not keep making all these super far-fetched ideals that can't be obtained. You know what I'm saying? But it's for me, it's a big deal that we have standards, especially in our 30s, because we ain't getting no older, right? So they say to have a kid, you need a village, right? So to be dealing with other adults, you need a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, we got to do better when we choosing women just because of their looks. We got to want things, you know what I mean? We got to want and push our women to be better as well. You know what I mean? Because if we don't push ourselves, then guess what? We're going to just be like the last 3 or 4 generations, just hanging around, just drinking, partying every weekend, barbecuing every weekend, you know what I mean? Knowing about the